This is going to sound weird because I'm reading it off of a Word document, but those were snippets of an album that I've made that B-Track Recordings has just released on Bandcamp, about a speculative future where TV mogul Steve Harvey uses his considerable influence over public opinion and spirituality to coup economic power and become an all-out pharaoh, the trifecta, and a civilization after a great unspecified series of tragedies and meltdowns obliterated industrial society and led humanity mimicking its earlier stages of development. Really, it's just a conceptual excuse to place Steve Harvey in a condition which reveals something about his modern form. I won't talk too much about it because it'll just be me iterating what you're about to hear. But the album has long-form New Age rituals, a cover of Walter TV's Last Day performed as a folk germ by Relapse Humanity, field recordings of a tech waste-infested primeval wilderness, some ambient songs, and a short story from April 2075 about a young neo-farmer pondering the human finity while picking vampiric sentient poggers from the fur of an unidentified hoof mammal. I'd love for you to go listen on Bandcamp. The URL is in the description. There are 15 cassettes available to buy with a pretty nifty O-card design. Without further ado, the following is me reading the album's liner over one of the songs as an extra thing I've made for an unreleased Data Fruits show. So please enjoy.
Steve Harvey uploads a series of videos on YouTube called Motivate. In this series, he has filmed himself preaching Christian self-help to the studio audiences of his various TV shows. Whether real raving devotees or TV tourists held in a hostage outbreak, the doting audience will tribute and applause. Already a mogul of entertainment television, Steve Harvey's forceful move into the personal, spiritual lives of his audiences slashes through the vines and establishes a colony of cultural influence, consolidating itself more and more into a pillar of hard stone, entertainment and self-proclaimed advice from God through the conduit of the mustache millionaire are being welded together. After a devastating apocalypse vaporized the building blocks of human civilization, decades have gone, rebuilding humanity to its quote-unquote classic era of pre-industrial empires and reawakened mystical idealism. Steve Harvey has emerged a new pharaoh. His cultural domination was further enabled through the use of new rituals and outer-body magics channeled from the artifacts of old technology. Indiscernible chunks of computer nestle in the moss and freshwater. The metaphysical is now most physical, coexisting with the rudimentary recollection of pre-apocalyptic science and general knowledge. In his time, pre-apocalypse, Steve Harvey wielded the power of public opinion. Both hands gripped on the hilt. Sitting before him is an audience, a false crowd of people, a simulation of a crowd made of fans on a waiting list for tickets which still resemble the abstract crowd of public consensus. The prompted applause reinforces ideas within our cultural tapestry at Steve Harvey's whim. It is a supreme power held in his hands, so long as the financial overlords of daytime TV, unaware of their impending atomization, find him suitable for their decrepit coffers, overflowing with dollar bills. Fans are willing to sacrifice their identity in the court of Harvey as he draws on a constantly building tower of cultural significance and a massing weight of influence. All he lacked was economic dominance, and the atomization of human society allowed the cultural and spiritual icon to coup the remains of economic power and become pharaoh. Dated stories from this new human experience, unsalted tales from the new old empire, sprawling stone wonders and pre-industrial economic power, the human finity asked and answered in a new context, a world of solitude and pre-documentation, with strong community and shared history.
To be continued in this mix.